Welcome to another Malakai World video.
My fellow Malakai, hi, you have decided to create a character excellent initiative. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that you are logged in so that you can access the Create Character link, which is in the top menu or in a variety of different buttons on different pages of the site. When you follow that link, it takes you to the Create a New Character page. Now, this page has a lot of different things that you should enter about your character in order to make it a truly fleshed out person that we can relate to. Let's walk through these in order. The visual is one that we'll come back to. You can illustrate your character using AI or any other file that you have at your disposal. Just make sure that it doesn't infringe upon anybody's copyright. Another section you have here is the basic aspects of your character, namely the character's name, the world that they are in, the gender they identify as, and the type of character along with the description. So let's give our character a name. We're going to call them Bruce. We're going to make them part of the Viking fantasy world and make them male. Now, the type of character is there to describe the attitude that this character has, the kind of personality that they have, not necessarily who they are, but more a little bit of information on how they behave. I'm going to make Bruce a caregiver. You can describe your character in a little bit more detail. Now, here is where you can use the AI Copilot in the chat. You open the chat in the bottom of the screen and you go to the Malakai AI Copilot. Here, for example, is a request I made to describe a male character with a few attributes and asking for 50 words. This is what the AI gave me. Now, as you can tell, it's pretty good for a character description. I do encourage you to adapt what the AI gives you to make it your own, so your voice can stand out. If you feel that you can describe your character directly, then go ahead and do so. We're going to make a quick example, and then we're going to move to the character's attributes. Now here you have 30 points that you can spread across these 10 different attributes, which means you can't make them all 5 out of 5. So depending on how many you use in any given field, you will see the number of points you have left to attribute. When you run out, it will tell you you have to remove however many you went over. And that means you're unable to save your character until you do. You are not required to put all 30 points on the board. No problem. The final section are things about the character that give you the boundaries. So what they will always do, never do, what they like and dislike, what they fear, and what they're good at. What they will always do is, irrespective of circumstances, what is it that they will systematically act upon. So for Bruce, we're going to make that he will always tell the truth. He will never do something else. It cannot be the opposite of what he will always do. For example, Bruce will never go first. He will always let someone else go first. He won't be the first one to try something. What he may like is a little bit of color about the character. So it can be something personal, that matter of taste and things like that. We're going to say that Bruce likes to dance and he dislikes public speaking. Now here I encourage you to make likes and dislikes and so on match the rest of the character attributes that you've defined. What he fears here, it can be anything, but it is something that allows you to tell us what the character will have to face in order to grow. Think a little deeply about this. What are they particularly good at? Let's make Bruce a very good archer. In Viking fantasy, that can be useful. And as part of this, you can also mention a creator whose work has inspired you, another member of the Malakai World. This is a good way to showcase someone else, to nurture the community, and to demonstrate how you've been influenced by someone else's choices and have made your own. Now, the final thing that we're coming back to is how to create the visual for your character. Now, you can use a file that you already have, which ideally is going to be 1024 by 1024 pixels, or you can create one using an AI, in this case, an AI that is connected to OpenAI's DALL-E 3. So upload an image will ask you to choose a file, to then upload it and confirm it as soon as you see it. And then it will ask you to link that file to your character. If instead you choose to generate an image, you will be asked to define a prompt so that the image can be generated. Here we're looking for a stocky Viking with weapons and rough beard. And I'm going to make it a sketch. Now it's important to define the type of visual you want so that the style is in the direction that you're looking for. As you send this, it'll take a little moment to build the image. I like the result of this, so I'm going to confirm the image. But if I didn't like that, I could generate another one by changing the description or fine-tuning it along the lines that I want. When I confirm the image, it will then ask me to link it to the character. You save your character, and that takes you to the edit page. Now, the edit page is where you can make any further changes that you want to your character and in their attributes. And it's also the page where you publish your character when you're ready. So clicking on that switch will make the character published, and then you have to save your character. You will get the notification that the character has been updated. And from that point on, anyone else visiting the site can see this character as part of the world that you've set them in, and will be able to browse through it and examine what that character is all about, possibly use them in a story, and generally grow the community. And once you're done with those changes, you can visit your character page in your members profile, and you will see that your character now appears as created today, published, no likes, no views yet, of course, the world they're in, and their name. If you want to go back to editing them, just click on the name. It brings you back to that same page, and you may then make any further changes that you would like. Those changes will be reflected on the site. So whenever someone clicks on the name of your character in the genre list of characters, they will see the new attributes that you have changed for this particular character. If you are no longer satisfied with a character, you can unpublish them, or you can choose to literally delete them. Now, unpublishing them is safe because it keeps it in your list of characters. You can go back to them, you can make changes, and publish them again at a later stage. If you want to delete a character, you will press the delete character button. It will give you an option to go back and not delete, so you won't delete anyone by mistake. But if you do want to delete them, you press delete for real, and that means that your list of characters no longer shows that particular character. It is now gone and it cannot be retrieved. So be sure to delete only in desperate emergencies. I really look forward to the characters you're going to create. It's going to be exciting to grow the community through your creativity and to share this with other Malakai around the world. Have fun.